In episode 10, we're talking about overused themes for escape rooms. Another Wednesday is here, and you are tuned in to the Mystery Ships Transmissions podcast. My name is Derek, aka Sugi, and today we're talking about the most overused themes in escape rooms. And we're going to be basing this actually off of an older article that I've actually been sitting on for quite a while. I just want to share this article a little bit and want to give you a little bit of a take on what this article really brings up and what it could mean to you. And I hope that after the article that I'd be open to hearing what you guys think and maybe just something to notice on the next time you go to an escape room. With that said, let's go ahead and talk about the article. Now, the article is by Escape Authority. They are a website that does tons of reviews on escape rooms. They have a very, very big list. I definitely go on there. I check out their reviews. Great website. I'll put the link in the description for the video. Check them out. They have lots of content. Very well respected in the escape room community, especially out here in LA. Check them out. And also, I will be putting a link to the article as well in the description. Okay, so the title of the article from Escape Authority is The 4 Unforgivable Themes. This was written back in 2016, and this was written by Chris. Let me go ahead and just read you a quick excerpt from the article to kind of give you an idea of what they're talking about here and what to understand when it comes to this subject, okay? Starting off here. As an important preface, this is not a conversation about the quality of gameplay or puzzle flow. When thinking about your position on the matter, please do not let that impact your comments. Now, a game can absolutely be among the 4 unforgivable themes and still be fantastic, fun, clever, unique games. This conversation is strictly about story and theme. So what we get from there is that just because these are maybe overused or very common themes for escape rooms doesn't mean that it can't be good. If anything, this could actually be a very cool way of comparing and contrasting different ideas that people have. People having different perspectives on certain themes and subjects, and that's where the creativity really comes from. But it is very interesting to take a look and notice certain themes. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and talk about what those themes are according to this article. Now, mind you, yes, it is a little bit older, back in 2016, not that far behind, but they also go on to later in the article, and I'll tell you after, of what those themes that may be reoccurring more often now. But let's just stick to what they say here. So first theme they have here is defuse the bomb / stop the missile launch. Number 2, mad scientist's laboratory / zombie virus. Number 3, rob the bank, steal from the museum. Number 4, prison break. Those are the 4. So we'll go back down the list here. So number 1, defuse the bomb / stop the missile launch. Number 2, mad scientist laboratory / zombie virus. Number 3, rob the bank / steal from the museum. And number 4, prison break. At the end, there's a little excerpt saying, As more time passes, starting to notice a few other honorable mentions, which would be something like Egyptian tomb, spaceship, and pirate are definitely starting to come up around that time, and I would definitely agree with that. There's a lot more to the article, gives a little bit more of an opinion from the writer and the perspective and how he feels about it. Give it a read, check it out. But let's get into a few key things that I noticed. Right off the bat, we got to talk about the disclaimer here. It brings up a very good point. These themes do not take away from the quality of the room. It really is up to the creators of the escape room to really take just the theme, which I wouldn't necessarily say is the forefront of the room. The quality of the room, the puzzle flow, the quality of the atmosphere, and in my eyes, is definitely more important than it is to the theme. Story definitely needs to play a part in all of it, but I'd much rather have those three qualities than just one really great theme and then just have it all fall short when it comes to the puzzles and everything else. It just doesn't really hold up. Theme doesn't necessarily take away from the quality of the puzzles or any of that. Now, another thing is that we have to look at this from a business standpoint. Why on earth would someone want to make a room that they didn't believe would be commercially successful? We have to understand that escape rooms, though they are here for the public, they are here for the enthusiasts, they're making these, and that's who are paying and enjoying it. But they have to work with what they have sometimes. And sometimes I would be really interested to see and hear some of these themes that some of these escape room creators, maybe scratched off that list. Ideas that are out there that isn't able to come to fruition, maybe yet or never. Either way, it would be very interesting, but we have to make things that are real, things that are possible. Just like anything, you're going to have to make a few calls, and these creators have the job of saying, it's over, it's done, like this room is complete. It never really is like that. All the rooms out there always have room for improvement. Owners and creators are always looking to improve the work, whether it's the decor, whether it's changing puzzles to make it either more challenging, less challenging. Successful escape rooms will adjust to what they believe is going to work, and what works is going to determine a lot of whether they're going to be successful or not. I don't think anybody goes out and says, I'm going to play it safe. I'm just going to go ahead and make an escape room that is going to, I saw somebody do it, and, I'm just going to copy that verbatim. If there's anything that history shows us, is that nothing is truly original. There is always going to be something out there that inspires us. Take music, for instance. There's a lot of hip-hop artists out there. There's lots of rock and roll artists. There's lots of different types of musicians out there. And a lot of people tend to rope certain individual artists into the same boat, saying, oh, these 5 guys sound alike. And they all have the same kind of inspiration. And yeah, maybe they all listen to the same one artist that inspires them. But there's a different approach that happens there. There's always a different kind of perspective. In the end, they have to make what's within their reach. Anybody who's making an escape room sometimes, especially for those who are very new in escape rooms, have to work with what is going to sell, what is going to work. And if there's one if there's one thing that escape rooms that I notice is that if there's a very hot theme out there, they're going to do their best to create a room that will sell to what is hot. And that I want to say that that is the principle of business, is to strike when the iron's hot or be ahead of a trend. So in this, we'll take, for example, one of those listed themes that are a little overused is zombie virus. Zombies were hot. When Walking Dead, the TV show on AMC, came on and were killing it, they had a huge fan base. Well, I was one of them. I was following them. I was following that show pretty closely. Next thing you know, you look into a store and you see Walking Dead stuff. What do you know? Those are things that, as businesses, and especially for opportunities as escape rooms, to take advantage of that, to go out and make and create something that people appreciate, because sometimes a theme alone could either have somebody be interested or turn them off from even acknowledging the escape room. That's something that escape room companies have a choice and have a say and have control over. At the same time, they get to weigh into, which is a great gateway into my final point, about the fact that this is art. These creators, these owners have control over what they want. And you don't have to appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the art. I appreciate the thoughts and finding out why it is that companies and owners want to have certain themes in their escape rooms. But at the same time, it's art. It's perspective. It's really objective. It's really up to what calls to you, because what I like doesn't mean it's something that you'll like, and vice versa. But it's okay. The point is, coming back to the first point, is that themes don't take away from the quality. Though there might be recurring themes, and though there may be 4 or 5 different escape rooms you see out there and they all have pirate themes, it'd be cool to be able to go out and see and notice what each escape room did and how they utilized the theme. If it's clever and if it's inventive and it's interesting, that's cool. Appreciate it or not, one or the other. I have a very deep appreciation for putting those kind of thoughts into escape room, which is something that theme can definitely accompany, but it doesn't necessarily have to hold such a close, fine line to believing that the quality of the escape room is going to change or differ. This also brings up a big challenge for escape room companies, that people will notice that. Overall, I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing to compare and contrast. It's art. Appreciate it. Have fun with it. If anything, this just will force escape room companies to challenge themselves a little more, to think more outside the box. And by thinking more outside the box, great things can happen. Very interesting. The progression of escape rooms can grow and flourish. Let's enjoy this process. Let's enjoy people expressing themselves and their art and taking the time to show their imagination. Escape rooms, in my eyes, are a little bit more than just playing a game or hanging out with your friends or going in and doing a few puzzles and leaving in an hour. There's man hours, there's thoughts, there's art involved, there's an appreciation. The next time you go out and you do an escape room, that's one of the reasons why I enjoy escape rooms so much. These are people who are creating, who are having fun, choosing interesting themes and creating great puzzles and creating a story. That's what I appreciate. We need more of that in this world. So once again, if you want to read more up on the article, I'll put the link in the description. It's from Escape Authority. Lots of escape room reviews, so definitely go check those out. With that in mind about escape room reviews, let's talk about our next episode. We will be doing, once again, an escape room review, this time a little bit different. Remember we were talking about comparing and contrasting escape rooms? Well, here you go. We're doing a 2-room escape room review. And these are 2 escape rooms that actually have the same theme. Dracula versus Vampire. One from Maze Rooms Los Angeles, the other from 60 Out Escape Rooms. I say versus not in the sense that we're going to be necessarily picking a winner in the end of the day. We're going to be diving in a little bit more into the angle in which the rooms went with, the quality of the puzzles, the atmosphere. We're going to be talking about that and kind of comparing, contrasting a little bit. It should be interesting. We're going to see how it works out. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work out, but we're going to try it anyway, and we hope that you guys enjoy it. I'd love to also hear your guys' thoughts on themes. Let me know if there's any other themes out there too that maybe either the article missed or that I didn't bring up. Leave us a comment. I want to hear what you guys think. All right. As always, thank you so much for listening. And until next time from the Mystery Ship, challenge yourself, have fun, and escape well.